Hey everyone and welcome back. Now before we go ahead and start our interesting journey into the domain of Consul, it is important for us to understand at a high level overview about the lecture format that we'll be following throughout this course. Now one important part to remember is that all the codes that we use throughout our videos are stored in different pages under a single GitHub repository. So this allows us to be more systematic and also allows users to revisit any code if required. So for example, for a lecture of installing Consul, we might have a page 1 under a repo. For overview of Consul architecture, we might have a page 2 and so on. So tomorrow, if you want to quickly look into the command that we had used for installing Consul, you can directly go to the page 1. Now, to make things systematic and easy for everyone, our code in GitHub is arranged according to the domains that are matched to the sections within the course. And every section within the GitHub has a README file for quick navigation. So if you look into this screenshot, let's say that you want to look into the commands for installing Consul in Linux, you can directly click here and you'll get the exact commands. And the name that you see over here exactly matches the lecture name in Udemy. So it becomes easy for everyone to review. Now let me quickly give you an overview about our repository of HashiCorp certified Consul. So if you go a bit down, you have a video to document mapper. So within here are the 6 sections that are part of our course. So the first one is getting started with Consul. You have service discovery, dynamic app configuration, and so on. So let's say that you are within the first section, which is getting started with Consul. So you can directly go ahead and open this up. If you are in the next section of service discovery, you can open this up. So let's open up the first domain here, which is the getting started with Consul. Now again here I have a video to document mapper that we have created. So this contains the lecture names that are part of our video course. So let's say that you are within the lecture associated with joining Consul clients. Now do note that this exactly matches the lecture name in Udemy. So if you want to review the code that we had used in our demo, you can just click here. And now it will show you the exact code that we had used in the lecture. So this way it becomes much more easier for everyone to go ahead and navigate. Now one more interesting part here is that the notes for the course are also available. So at the end of every section of the course, we have a dedicated lecture of notes that contains a link to a document file. So for example, for a section 3 associated with the service discovery, at the end of the section, you will see a lecture which starts with notes. If you open this lecture, you will get the link to our Word file. Now let me also show you this. So within our notes section, I already have notes available for all of the sections. So this becomes very easy, specifically during the revision stage. So let's take an example of the domain 2 notes associated with service discovery. So the link to that notes you will get in the lecture itself. Now let me go ahead and paste that link within the browser. So as soon as you paste it, you will get a note something similar to this. Let me also show you. So these are all the notes, so it becomes easier to review. So everything that we discuss and that is part of the PPT, I have added it as part of the notes so that it becomes easier for everyone to go ahead and review. Now one important part to remember here is that for many students, if you directly open up the page associated with this notes, it might not work. This applies specifically for the users who have logged in via the Google Apps for work with their organizational credentials. So in that case, if the link does not work for you, what you can do is you can open up the Ignito mode or any other browser where you are not logged in with your organizational credentials. And within the Ignito mode, you can go ahead and paste the link. And here you see you are able to view it. So all of our notes are available for everyone so that you do not really need to worry about the access permissions. That's great. So these are the two important things that we'll be following throughout the course. So with this, we'll conclude today's video.